So, a very good morning once again to our regular life building class participants, dear students, youths, sisters, and brothers, and lovers of the nation and followers of Swami Vivekananda. Today, we'll discuss at length the second age, that exercise of hate or of our mind. And this exercise of mind is very much important because this is the faculty, this is the special quality which actually makes difference between person to person. Swami Vivekananda has said that what is the difference between man and animal? The difference is, he answers, the difference is in their power of concentration. Man can concentrate their mind at will, but animals can't. Then he asks, what is the difference between man and man? Here also, he says the degree of concentration. One who has more concentration is more successful than one who doesn't have. Now, the question is it that is there any difference between meditation and concentration? This is the question. Because in more than in 99% cases, rather 100% cases, except this one and those which are available on social media, uh, the videos or discussions, whether in audiovisual or whether in printed form, which one are available from various sources of Akhil Bharat Vivekananda Yuva Mahamandal. Except these two, I think in 100, almost in 100 cases, you will see people are 100% cases, they are describing meditation. They are telling everyone, suggesting everyone to do meditation. But as we know, meditation is the seventh part, seventh step of Raja Yoga by Sage Patanjali. And concentration of mind is the sixth stage. Sixth stage, how? In Patanjali Yoga Darshan, he has described that in order to control our mind, we must follow 8 steps. And the steps, it is also known to us that yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, dhyan, and samadhi. So these are the 8 steps. Now, yama and niyama, they are some guidelines, some practices which we should do throughout the day, throughout the week, and throughout the year, all our life, without even a second. Without a second, we should spend without doing yama and niyama. And what are yama and niyama? And that makes the difference between practicing the meditation or concentration guided by people who avoid or do not have clear idea about yama and niyama and the value of practicing these two disciplines in our daily life. Now let's see what is yama. Yama is ahimsa, asteya or achorya, then comes parigraha and brahmacharya. So satya, ahimsa, non-injury, not harming or injuring anybody physically or through words or even in thought also, not harming or injuring anyone. This is ahimsa. Next, satya, non-telling lie. Always we should speak the truth in case we find it is not so easy to speak the truth everywhere. We should not say anything, or we should beg excuse of the person in front of me, saying I have some problem or difficulty in telling the truth. This is satya. Next comes achorya, non-stealing. We should not steal, and the present scenario shows us very clearly in everyday just media, whether it is electronic or print media, we can see people at responsible posts, holding responsible posts, whether just in the government or in the different people's representative, that post held by uh, different people, representatives, the elected members at different stages from center to state, the district and panchayat levels. So everywhere we find people, and especially educated people, they are caught involved in a huge amount of corruption, bribery, and stashing unaccounted money in foreign accounts, in foreign banks. So, who are these people and where do they come from? They come from schools, colleges, universities. So, stealing is a very common thing in different ways, and we should abstain from stealing. Then, aparigraha, non taking gifts from anyone, because if we take gifts, then we become somehow or other bound to compromise when those who give us gifts, when they would ask for any kind of favor, we sometimes feel obliged to help them, even when it amounts to surrendering to the weaker tendencies of our character. We may have to compromise with truth, with our honesty, in order to help those people from whom we accept gifts. That is why we must be very careful about it. And then the next thing is brahmacharya. Brahmacharya is the cornerstone, is the gem of all disciplines which we follow or which we are advised to follow in our life to achieve commendable mastery over our mind, commendable control over our mind, and thus over our entire life and activities. So, this is the first thing, yama, which includes uh, five disciplines like just ahimsa, satya, asteya or achorya, then parigraha and brahmacharya. Brahmacharya means purity, purity in thought, purity in body, purity in words which we speak or write. So, thought, speech, and physical purity is brahmacharya, not wasting our energy through our physical work, not wasting our energy by unnecessary or very just you can say base and de- just you can say it as degrading words which brings a kind of weakness in our mind which uh, reminds us that we are bound by our senses. So this is brahmacharya, physical, and then through our speech and through our thoughts, we shall not waste our energy. Brahmacharya or purity is the greatest strength of especially Indian youths, and the more you are practicing brahmacharya willingly, gladly, the more you will be successful, and that will eventually make the difference between an Indian youth, a believer in the just life guided by the rishis, that immortal life, the true strength of character lies in practicing brahmacharya willingly, not being forced, because brahmacharya is the mechanism by which we should or we can sublimate, not suppress, sublimate our base or lowly uh, thoughts and desires, thoughts and desires which drags us down towards living a beastly or animal life. So these are the five yamas, and then niyamas. Five are there: Shauch, Santosh, then Shraddha, Tapa, and Ishvara Pranidhana. Shauch, cleanliness; Santosh, contentment. I am happy under any kind of circumstances, whether there is too much comfort or there are too much difficulties. I should remain happy and pursue my own goal, my own aim in life, and without any kind of distractions. So this is Santosh, then Swadhyay, study of good books, and from you can read it from scriptures and from life and teachings of great persons like Swami Vivekananda or Ramakrishna Buddha or Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, Prophet Muhammad, Jesus Christ, and so many great people are there like APJ Abdul Kalam. They will definitely help you just to get yourselves all the time remain very much spirited, and encourage you, inspire you to lead your life in a much better way, in a meaningful way. So Shraddha, then comes Tapa. Tapa, willingly accepting hardship in order to attain knowledge, in order to uh, just get success in life. We have to do a lot of hard work regularly, non-stop, every day. We have to do it. The target which you have set as your goal, which you want to achieve, it is not to be achieved by any shortcut method. So tapa should be a part and parcel of our life. Tapa or hardship, willful hardship should be the most enjoyable aspect of our life. We have to love these things. There is nothing to be imposed it should be accepted after much discussion, deliberations, and discrimination, which is really good for me and which is apparently good but eventually harmful for me. After that, we should accept these things. Next comes Ishwara Pranidhana. Believe if you have faith in God, if you believe in God, then you surrender your all good things, good works, and its results. Surrender your results of your good works to God. Not only that, we can pray to God saying that you give me the strength. If you believe in God, then only you give me the strength so that I don't have to compromise with values. I don't have to compromise with honesty, integrity, truthfulness. So, this is the thing. I don't have, if we can pray and we can follow the teachings of great persons and at every moment of our life, we are guided by, our each and every action is guided by those eternal values like honesty, truthfulness, integrity, self respect, self reliance, then we'll see that sympathy for others, that attitude of service, these are the things, unselfishness, which are like cardinal values, guide our life and help, they help us concentrate our mind easily. So these yama and niyama, they are the first and foremost, just indispensable part of controlling our mind. You term it as meditation or concentration, but actually, what we suggest is concentration of mind. Here, you are free to believe in God, or you may not believe, you may belong to Hindu religion, or you may belong to any other religion, or you may declare that you do not belong to any religion. There is no problem for you. Anyone and everyone can practice concentration of mind without thinking about even changing his own religion or own path. So, concentration of mind, controlling our mind, the ability to focus our mind and fix it on a particular object, on a particular work, on a particular topic which we are trying to learn, to focus it and fix it for any length of time it requires at my will. So, this is concentration of mind and the practice of mind. We call it exercise, exercise of mind, just like exercise of the body. When we practice physical exercise, we fix our body or our limbs in a particular posture for certain period of time, maybe a few seconds or a few minutes. In that particular posture, our body stays fixed. In the same manner, exercise of mind means fixing that mind on a particular object, which gives us inspiration, gives us strength. It may be a picture of any great person, any god or goddess, any holy symbol which we like the most. So you can see that selection of the picture or any image is also entirely depends on your own choice, and for that there is no compulsion. So that is why this concentration of mind is more secular than the term meditation. And as we know, meditation is the next step in Patanjali's Yoga Darshan. It may be a kind of thing that if meditation is the top floor of the house of a building, then concentration of mind is actually the steps of that building, of the steps of the stairs which will eventually take you to the roof. That is called meditation. So before climbing the stairs, it is not possible to jump to the roof. In the same manner, without practicing yama and niyama properly, it is totally and completely impossible to control our mind, to concentrate our mind on a particular object for even a few minutes. Acharya Shankar, in his Vivek Chudamani, has declared that without practicing purity, brahmacharya, if one wants to control his mind, focus his mind on a particular object, on a holy thing, it will be like just putting the anchor inside the river and trying to sail the boat. The anchor, the boat is tied to the shore uh, with that anchor, and the boatman is trying to just run the boat, and the impact will be that it will stay in the same position. In darkness, sometimes the boatman may have the delusion that when he is sailing the boat to the guided direction, in darkness he may think that the boat is moving forward, but at daytime he will see that he has not actually moved 1 inch even with his boat in the same position. He is staying in the same manner without practicing yama and niyama, without practicing considerable control in our life, in our activities, in our thought. It is completely impossible to focus our mind and just live alone. The idea of meditation, totally just getting absorbed into some holy thought, in some God which I believe, it is totally impossible. It's a kind of lie. We should stay away from telling lie to others and also believing such kind of lies. There are people who guide people in doing yoga, and they are the opinion. It is very much, I think that laughable and lamentable. They say that you control your mind anyhow, you control your mind anyhow, then, then and then gradually and gradually you will be able to just practice these yama and niyama. So, contrary to Rishi Patanjali going against the time honored belief, time honored practice which has been honored and which has been practiced by just people like Acharya Shankar or Swami Vivekananda. There are upstarts who call them yoga experts, and they advise people you don't need to practice yama niyama. So this is a kind of commercial attitude that we need to just gather followers around us and become famous overnight, or we have some, when people have some vested interest to make quick money, they will misguide people in that way just you do just meditation, you just totally control your focus your mind on a God and get totally absorbed in that thought. It is hardly impossible. For 5 minutes, try every day that your mind stays fixed on a particular object, on a particular image. And if you can successfully do only then I can believe that you are really worthy of doing meditation, because the fact is that meditation cannot be done. It is a logical consequence of practicing concentration of mind twice daily successfully. In the Gita, it is said that when the mind is fixed to a particular object, particular image from where we get the strength, what will be the condition of it? Lord Krishna says that yatha deepo nivatastha nengatesho pumasmita yogino yatchitasya yunjate yogo mahatmanaha yatha deepo nivatastha. Nivatastha, the literal meaning is that a place where there is no air. If there is no air, means there will be no oxygen. So without oxygen, any lamp, oil lamp cannot burn at least. So it should be a place where there is no just current of air, where air is not blowing. So in that place, if you keep a burning lamp, oil lamp, and what will happen? That the flame will go upward always, without any pause, without any break. In the same manner, when the mind of a yogi is fixed to that particular object he or she wants to focus, it will also stay connected in the same manner as the that light of the lamp, flame of the lamp. This is the condition. So when for a few seconds also we can fix our mind on a particular object, then only the kind of soothing feeling which we will feel definitely give us a better understanding what really is meant by concentration of mind. So do it without any fail every day, and I do believe you yourself you yourself will be the proof that concentration of mind is an integral part of our life. And if meditation comes, it will come as a logical consequence of regular observance of yama and niyama and a regular practice of concentration of mind. Don't say you don't get time. The doctor has given you the prescription because you are suffering from a chronic disease, and you have purchased the medicine also. But if you see you do not get the time to take the medicine, so it's a kind of self deprivation, it's a kind of suicidal just arrangements. So in our day-to-day life, to achieve success, to do things in a better way, to deal with people around us in the most agreeable manner, it is very much essential that we must gain mastery over mind, and without regularly practicing concentration of mind 5 to 7 minutes twice in the morning and the evening, it is not possible. So truly intelligent people, and especially the students and youths, and those who want to achieve commendable success in their life and career, they will never even think of parting with or compromising with these twice practice of concentration mind. So wish you all the best uh, in your venture, in your journey towards building a successful life. All the best. Thank you all for staying with me.